The first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Tasu Perez, and I'm going to present about my philosophy in the educational philosophy class. And anyway, this presentation is going to take 10 minutes, and I will try to make it short and easy to understand for all of you. Okay, let's get into this my table content. Here's my table content that are including introduction, the purpose of education, the role of the teachers and role of students, teaching methodology, and the conclusion. Right now, let's see about my introduction. Introduction. This is I try to approve about the educational philosophy that is very important because it is a myth about the belief of the nature of learning and teachings. Especially, we need to consider about the how the student learn and what kind of techniques that student learn and then they can use it for the corrective or it is helpful for the student. Especially the philosophy of education is try to try to study of general principle and understand the human purpose, and it also provide the clarification about the human experience and the purpose of education. Okay, moving on. Here is the purpose of education. But exactly, you know, the philosophy of education has a duty to present the answer to the question about the purpose of the schooling and teacher role. And it also try to define how does the what is kind of what should be taught to the student and what kind of method that we have to prepare for the student that after learning they can understand the lesson effectively and they can use it for their daily life effectively. And based on my assumption, the main purpose of philosophy is really influence on the students' learning outcomes, ability, quality, and also the innovation. I mean, after learning, students can learn to think critically, and they can being a creative students. Especially, the philosophy education is try to inspire the student imagine imagine themselves. They can learn, reflect themselves after learning what do they understand and what they can do it after the lesson. Especially, the philosophy education is also try to increase or push the student to catch up their natural potential for the student that they can help themselves to achieve or to meet their need. Okay, next, here is the role of teacher. Actually, if I am a teacher, I believe that teachers must be or should be knowledgeable, be empathy, and have a deep understanding about the student different styles in learning. Because I'm teachers has the duty to work with the student, so they try to balance between the quiet students and it's kind of introvert student who are often asking the question, who are active participating even in answer the question or teamwork, something like that. Teachers have to know the method in order to have the students in the same way. Okay, and exactly, we I noticed that teachers have a essential to build the student potential in education and try to enable students uh, to succeed and even in school or society because teachers has the potential. I think that teachers has a potential or the good guidance in order prepare student for in order to prepare the student for success in their future. Okay, let's see the Plato's view. He said that teaching us like doing objectives, objective knowledge, while the Confucians accept as a self cultivation and the role of teachers in a building relationship with students. It showed that teachers have a relationship with student because the student needs coaching, need helping from the teachers to help them in order to succeed. Okay. Moving on. Here's the role of student. As being I am a student, so it is very crucial for me learn to take my own responsibility, including my individual tasks, learn teamwork, and it's kind of active participation in class, learn to answer the question, learn to share it. And being a student is also try to learn through doing. We learn by doing, learn by sharing. Especially we learn by inspiring ourselves, and even if inspire the other to speak up, to help each other in order to cultivate positive learning environment. Especially we can increase the positive mindset and attitude. Like otherwise, Socrates mentioned the importance of self-directed. We learn to think about the reasons, and learn to see the beauty in student because because it is very important to push to push a student to learn to notice about their good things because students have the potential to take it in the positive way. Especially, he also emphasized that if the students want to success, there are three there are a few elements that can help those. Of students have to read to find their interests. Especially, they have to improve their physical training. That physical training then can help them to achieve their goal, even if in their daily life and even if an education. Okay, here's the teaching methodology. In my teaching methodology in education in philosophy, I believe that after learning, the students have to learn to write their personal reflection, write about statement, and outline the instructor's belief, value, and approaches to teach in learning. Because the the methodology I try to provide more insights into an instructor's motivation goal for the students. Because if we can prepare and we can prepare the good methodology or effective method, we will help the student to understand clearly, and student will get the qualified understandings and after the lesson ends. And yes, exactly, when the student try to work hard, try to read, and they have any question, so they can get asked. They can think about the question and ask the teachers, and to need teachers to give more clarification for them. Especially in the teaching method, I try to define it's kind of theoretical understanding, and especially for the practical experience. We learn to we learn with theory and learn to practice. And the last, which is the conclusion. The conclusion of the philosophical is try to show the encouragement that we can push students to explore their nature, aim, problem-solving education. Let's study about the concept of the educational theory and especially we learn to solve about think about why and how does the student learn and how the student learn effectively. This is this is the two this both concept is very important for students when they learn in the philosophy class. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much.